5 o'clock on the dot. Here in the spot. What are you going to do? It's Tuesday. You're going to break on through. With me, your host, Jeffrey K. Clayton, the long-haired weirdo, the unimpeachable President for Life. How's everybody doing on this fine November Tuesday? I'm doing all right. It has been a good day. Boy, a lot of you came in quick today. I'm sorry I didn't get all my greetings in, but welcome everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I got a lot to talk about today. Let me see here. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that had anything to do with our show this past weekend at Ground Zero. We played with our buddies I Hate God, and man, it was quite a time. It was a knockdown, drag out, rock and roll party in the street. Mark Deal came all the way from San Antonio, Texas. And one of his buddies came all the way from Wisconsin. Well, it was a damn good time. And I want to especially thank Mark Wilson and Jason Moss for playing with us at the beginning of the set when we opened up the show with "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way?" A Waylon Jennings classic. And thanks to what is becoming our home away from home, Ground Zero in Spartanburg. We have a circuit now. We play Ground Zero and a Tipsy Burro. That's it. At least until our van situation gets situated, or we find a reliable and decent rental company or individual. And I don't know what is in tour for, was lined up for touring for the future with these gas prices going up. Because you know the one thing that don't go up? Our guarantee. Everything else goes up. But it's like, hey, Jeff, man, we paid you this back in 1987. You know. Woo! Okay. Tune in to Malcolm Tent's page tomorrow for Tent Talks Tunes. He's going to be live. It won't be no jive. Speaking of live and no jive and all that business, be sure to go online and look at the KD on the Scene. That's a companion program to KD After Dark. KD, of course, being Kelly Dean, Adam Wolf, the Dean of Sods. He's got a good interview with us on there. We had no, much like what you tune into every Tuesday, had no idea what getting ready to talk about. I have some ideas. I got some notes found me another, that's not a bill, but some kind of solicitation from T-Mobile, which I will ignore. I got me some notes written down here. But, let's see here. But yeah, check out that interview. Callie said if he had $1,000, he'd be a millionaire. Man, I know the feeling. If I had $1,000, I'd be a millionaire. Y'all ever heard that? I want to especially thank Gary, Aaron, Mike, and Jimmy from I Hate God, and Zach, tour manager extraordinaire, for having us on the bill. They always treat us right. 3/4 of I Hate God came on stage with us at the end of the set, and we did a rousing rendition of Two-Headed Dog by Rocky Erickson. I've been working in a Kremlin with a two-headed dog. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't lie to you about any Kremlin work I've been doing. Oh, yeah. You know, I get some pretty wild stuff in the mail sometime. Our longtime website man, Michael Pilmer, who's also works for Devo and the Dickies. He does a YouTube show every Thursday. And he opens up his mail on the thing. Like last week, he had 3 things from the ANTiSEEN camp to open. You should go back and watch that if you can. I don't know what it's called, but look up Michael Pilmer on Facebook. And all roads should lead you in the right place, should you care to watch it. But I get some interesting stuff in the mail sometimes. And I got something this week that when I got it, I opened it up and man, I just laughed. I hope you guys get a kick out of it. It's from Philip Pierce. From the great town of Jonesboro, Tennessee. He sent me a little frame with this picture in it. I know you probably can't read that type, but I'll read it to you. It says, I am the Daryl Hall of punk rock. And it's got this picture. Love it. Thank you, Philip. That's going to go up here, somewhere here in the Break On Through studios. You can see I changed the locale tonight. Courtesy of this fine tripod I got from KD the other night in Spartanburg. A little more freedom. Freedom! 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 Richie Havens. Anybody know about that? All right. You know, you should probably start doing your Christmas shopping now. Oh, yeah. You know how bad it is. It's only going to get worse from what I understand. Oh, really? Great. Oh, yeah. Man, find that horror or exploitation film fan. Probably an older guy or gal. Likes all those movies from the 70s, the 80s. Man, go buy him an autographed picture of Janice Blythe. Ruby! He also have Eyes 1 and 2. Lots of other great films too. Eaten Alive, Incredible Melting Man, A Phantom of the Paradise. Can you dig it? Not only can you get pictures there, you can also get these beautiful stickers from a design that I came up with. And there's also an option in her store to send your stuff to her to sign for you. Take advantage of that while you can. That's a Christmas gift. Wanted to see that coming. Oh yeah, I got to show y'all something. I got a few of these done for the weekend, and I have some left, in every size. I'm not going to put them on the website because I just don't have enough. By the time I get them on the website and they're listed, and I let people know they're listed, they'll already be sold out. But I got medium, large, extra large, 2X. The 2X at the moment are printed in green like the pre-order, but in a day or so I should have some printed just like this in the orange. Orange is where it's at, in my opinion. I like everything orange. Jeff Clayton, we're going to give you a brand new Lamborghini. What color is it? Red. Oh. Make it orange. Anyway, those shirts are $25. You just write me. Actually, you can just go ahead and pay for them, you know, if you want. Just make sure I get your address and your shirt size. Don't make me guess either one of those, okay? Man, I had a guy, seriously, I had a guy last week. This is like, I shouldn't talk about this stuff. Sometimes I'm just like, hope you got my change of address. Was it in PayPal? No. I didn't get it. Oh, I noticed somebody, Ground Zero did a cam of the show. You know, I guess they were broadcasting live during some of the show the other night, and you know, some dipshit was sitting at home because he's scared to go out, making some comments. He saw our video, and he's like, you know, he sees me, and he goes, "I'm glad to see Hagrid has followed his dreams." God, that's some funny shit. God, you're a fucking Bryant. Dumbass. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I got to show y'all something here, too. I ordered a case of 6 of these right here. Well, Jeff Clayton, why'd you order 6 of the damn thing? You only got one more show for 2021. Well, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I customize these things for people. Then there's a section for it on our website where if you wanted to have one done, you could pay for it and get it done. I have one that I'm doing for the Christmas season. That's this one. I took one to the show the other night and smashed it into 10 million pieces. So that leaves us, we were at 5. Someone already bought one, smashed one into 10 million pieces. That leaves us at 4. I have one that I will play on December 18th. This damn sticker on there. You need to get off there, bud. Need to get off there, bud. I will play this one on December. Goddamn, is it the 18th? The 18th or the 19th? a Saturday in December, at the Tipsy Burro for our annual Christmas cantata. Now, everyone knows that's a fun time right there, Tipsy Burro. Not only is it a great place to play, a great place to go hang out with your friends and all, because you can go in there early before the show and have some great Tex-Mex food. We always do. We get there a couple hours early just so we can talk to people before we play. We're that kind of band. The band of the people. So, okay, Christmas washboard. That leaves me with 3. I have 3 washboards here. These 3 will be the last customized washboards I do. I have got to give it up. I have got to give that shit up. That washboard stuff. Now, I love doing them, but I thought with us playing less, getting older, that my life would slow down a little bit. Slow down. Oh, you're moving way too fast. It ain't slowing down. It ain't slowing down at all. I'm busier now than I've ever been in my life, man. I'm trying to do telephone interviews with this fella doing like the G.G. Allen book. We've done 2 interviews so far. But man, getting the time to talk to somebody for about 45 minutes, it's rough. Every moment of my day is filled up with something. And you'll say, well, goddamn, Jeff Clayton, in the evening, you and Miss Clayton just sit there and watch TV shows you've seen 300 times already. But you know what? That's a very important part of my life. We don't get a lot of time together, me and Miss Clayton. So when we do get together, we like to be together. Can you dig it? That's right, people. You got to let the working man rest a little bit. Come on now. Yeah, come on now. Oh, a list. Okay, here it goes. Boards. Last night I run into the grocery store. I get a phone call. I don't know how many of you on here now were here Thursday for the bonus break on through when I had Tom O'Keefe here with me live. I also informed you that an old childhood friend was sitting at the desk, a man named Patrick Smith. We grew up together as kids, man, like little kids. We've known each other that entire time. And he called me last night. Seems a classmate of ours passed away yesterday. And I don't know, I really wished that Pat wasn't so camera shy and he would talk with me on here, because he has a very unique perspective of all that happened, because he was never like a punk rock guy or a scene guy or nothing like that. You know, he was just a guy that liked to go hear loud live music. And he was around during all the formation of all, even the bands I had in New London before moving to the big metropolis of Charlotte, North Carolina. He was there. He saw it all happen. And I'm sure there was certain perspectives and details that he will remember that I don't. Maybe I'm phasing him up. Maybe I did some stupid or some asshole shit that I'm trying to block out of my brain. But he would remember it. That guy's got a damn good memory. I mean, I don't know if you heard me say it on there, but the guy remembers every poster I had on my wall in the 70s. Every one of them. So, I guess I just don't sit around and think about it all that time. But, like sometimes I'll come across something and go, I had one of those. But... But he was part of all that. Remember me telling you about the chicken fighting trailer that with the poker table that got converted into our practice facility? Remember the Wham poster? Man, you're talking about your room there, son. You had a Wham poster and the saxophone player from Lost Boys. You told me that one time. You said you had a big door poster of him. All greased up and playing that sax. But, one of the details I forgot, remember when I told you we got broadsided by Reggie and his Southern rockin' combo? Well, I forgot the damn reason why we didn't just attack this guy. Floor him. He had a gun. Forgot about all about that. Had a 38. Made sure we saw it. I'm telling you, man, in almost 40 years of playing clubs and dealing with promoters and stuff, the old gun on the table trick has been pulled on me a few times. The key to that is don't freak out. Even as a young man with very little street smarts, for the first time that was pulled on me, I just kind of sat there like, I see the gun. I didn't start smarting off. You've got a gun, and that makes you a man with your gun. I didn't start none of that shit. I just calmly made my point. Sometimes my point was considered. Sometimes it was ignored. And then we started carrying guns with us. So there's that. The old equalizer. But, one of the things that popped back into my head, I remember from those days. Remember I told you we would spend all that time down at that trailer. We brought a black and white TV down there with us one night. We didn't have the smarts to bring a grill and cook up some burgers or something. We just ate out of convenience stores and shit. And we stayed there pretty much all night. And we went down there with that TV because it was the night the Plasmatics were on Fridays. Does anyone out there remember Fridays? The show that kind of went with the Saturday Night Live format, but it was on, I don't know, ABC, I guess? NBC? I don't remember. But the Plasmatics were coming on there that night, and we watched it together as a band and as pals. Pat was there. We all watched it. All of our minds were blown. Man, we got to be like the Plasmatics. Somebody just asked me about how much these washboards run. Man, I don't do business in public. You know, I mean, I do, but with these, go on ANTiSEEN.com, customized washboards. If you happen to be out of the USA, we will have to settle the shipping in a second payment. Because these these things take up a lot of space and they're kind of heavy. But 3 washboards, and that'll be it. Well, Mark, I would be gladly pay for or do a buffalo tattoo trade. Get in touch with me if you're serious about this now, okay? Private message or direct message me. We don't have any privacy anymore. That's back in the old days. Old people. What? Privacy? Yeah, I'm not going to do the washboard here. Man, let me tell you something. I got a leather jacket hanging in the closet in there that a guy sent me last year. And he paid me for it to draw my GG art on the back. And man, I've not done it yet, and I feel terrible. Because, like one day soon, like next week, I'm taking a whole day. And I'm going to finish this guy's shack. I'm going to start it. Well, I did start it already, but I'm going to finish it. Kit E. Cat, rest in peace, privacy. Oh, yeah? You ain't got it anymore. No. When you talk about stuff, that phone's going to pick it up. I say stuff so the phone hears it on purpose sometime. But back to small town punk rockin'. Man, we would go to shows, you know, being from there. Like, we'd come up to Charlotte, saw Chelsea, the Professionals. Paul Cook and Steve Jones from the Sex Pistols played the Milestone. You never hear anybody talk about that show, but it happened. And man, that was not long after the Sex Pistols' last show. Like a few years, maybe 4 or 5 years. It was a damn good show too, man. But you know, we thought, man, Charlotte's where we need to be, man. Just, I was the one that made the move under the guise of going to art school. Do what you want, cause this is a new art school. Yeah. Once that rock and roll bug bit, though, school was out the door. Mike, where's my first place on... Man, it was on Central Avenue. It was an efficiency apartment. It was then named Central Square Apartments. It was a block down toward downtown from Briar Creek Road. And it was almost at the... and it was about... I don't know... a third of a mile down from maybe a half a mile from the Morningside stoplight. So I'm there, and you know, who started about the same time, neurotic outside. I don't know who they are. You remember that, Mike? Yeah. Anyway, I go by and look at the place. Well, not like all the time. But I took my wife by and said, this is where ANTiSEEN began, right here, the whole concept of it. And then the first practice place was out in New London, North Carolina. You know, one day I'm going to go to New London and do a break on through from that building. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've done a video before, but that's lost in Facebook land. I don't know when the hell that was, or you know what, but and I don't think Malcolm is farming every video I've done and cataloging it, which is fine. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to New London and I'm going to broadcast break on through from the first place that ANTiSEEN ever practiced, when we were officially the band that we just kept evolving into, or de-evolving into, that we are today. Yeah, Mike Thrower went there. I showed my cousins pictures of you outside their house. I told you they'd be thrilled about that, and they were. You know, as long as people don't go over there and be assholes. It wouldn't be in your best interest to go there and be an asshole. I'll just put it to you that way. Go ahead if you want to. But, getting the word about stuff, you know, I told you before it was magazines, mainly. And then older people, older guys that would go see shows. And, we had a college radio station in Davidson that we would listen to. And you'd get, I mean, like, I think that was the first place I heard Gang of Four. Probably XTC, you know, stuff like that. They weren't playing much Fear and Black Flag and Circle Jerks and Nine Rally Cats. Or they played more of the new wave and alternative stuff. But it was, you know, good stuff. Stuff you were not hearing. Yes, Mark, WDAV. They interviewed us on there. They played some ANTiSEEN on there, though, bud. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on to you. But yeah, just getting, and then getting a hold of the stuff. Mail order used to be, man, you know how we're spoiled now. Hey, like, I wanted an adapter for this tripod. And I'm just like, fuck it. Amazon. Adapter, boom, be here tomorrow. Bam. Every time you used to order something back in our day, allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. So I don't know. Ordering records and, well, just records back then. Tape trading. Tape trading was real popular. There's a legendary figure from right here in Charlotte. He was named Mark Stowe, who had one of the biggest record collections I had ever seen in my life at that time. And it was all quality, good shit. I don't know what happened to that. He passed away a while back. But, man, he'd come hang out at my house, and we would set up all night long. And he'd just bring a stack of records, and I'd be there with blank cassette tapes, popping them in my cassette tape, 8-track record player combo, recording stuff all night long. Shit, that's where I learned most of the discography at that time of the UK subs. Chaos UK. Oh, good gosh, man. Who else? Like, if they're, like, I would get those comps. I mean, because comps were the best way to find out about other bands. I mean, that's where I found out about Blitz. Peter and Test Tube Babies, all that. If there was any band on a comp that I liked, all I had to say to Mark, hey, man, you got any You got any Peter and the Test Tube Babies? Oh man, yeah, I got their live album. I got a couple of their singles. Like he had it. He had it all. There's another point I wanted to make about that small town punk rocking, but I do appreciate that a lot of you wrote me privately, separate from the show, and were thanking me for that episode. Because man, I think a bunch of us went through that. We weren't all city rats and hip to the scene when it was happening. Like I said, it trickled down. I can't help I wasn't in England in 1976. But hell, we latched onto it before that first wave was over, though. Before the well, I guess the Pistols had already broke up, but hell, I don't know, man. I got their record in '78. I guess they broke up in. Their tour was in '77, so yeah, they were already gone. But that's just how you had to do it, man. You didn't have a choice. And when you're always looking for something new, it's like there was a certain reward to the search. The chase being better than the catch, all that kind of stuff. There was a great reward to. And sometimes it was a gamble, but buying records without any knowledge of it, just someone said something about it, you heard someone mention them, or it looked cool to you. There was a certain great satisfaction of digging for that information and finally getting it. I know you say, well, Jeff Clayton, that's old times. That's a long time ago. Now you just think about something and bam, you got it right in front of you. Now, I'll go ahead and admit, I don't know how the fuck I would live without this contraption right here now. I mean, I could, but I've grown so dependent on it that everything, like, any question you have, boop, 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 answer. We used to have to wonder about stuff. Mike, yeah, Clay Rogers had a damn good record collection too now. You come look at my collection, you're going to see some, you see some Adam and Ants and some Sex Pistols and some Clash. But you'd also see some Black Oak, Arkansas and some Grand Funk. Oh, yeah. Man, I keep feeling like there's something. Okay, I saw someone posted that they went ahead and bought a washboard. So that leaves us down to the last two. 2 washboards. Then it's all over. Somebody says, let me see. You know the drill here. Let me see if I can. Mark says he remembers when ANTiSEEN and COS was a mystery to him. Yeah, we were around in those days. We were around before the instant information days. But as much as I gripe about and run down technology, I gotta say, man, it's helping me to reach out to you people. So it's helping us all stay in touch during these uncertain times we live in. I know what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about how... Oh, shit. You know what? I'm not even going to get into it. I'm going to talk about that next time. So... Callie, technology, a very double-edged blade. Yes, sir, it is. The other night at the show, I'm going to tell you this quick story, and then I'm going to bail on out of here. But the other night at the show, this lady comes up to me at the end of the night, and I think she's a Ground Zero regular, because she approaches me with this at every show we do there. And she informs me that I did not bleed for her tonight. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And then she always asks me what my favorite Slayer song is. And I go, I don't like Slayer. I just don't listen to that. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest with all you people out there, I personally would rather listen to Baby Come Back. Any kind of fool could see I was wrong, or wherever it went. I would rather listen to that than Rain and Blood. And to be honest with you, I'd rather listen to me singing it. Oh, boy. I tickled myself there. But, listen. I'm going to talk about bleeding one day. Soon. Oh, yeah, Callie. My smile is stuck. I cannot go back to your frown land. Give me that any day. Any day! Y'all like my Steely Dan t-shirt? Hell, can't nobody see none of the shirts I wear anymore with this thing. But, hey, everybody, thank you for showing up. Pass this along. Next Tuesday, you know what you got to do. You got to tune in right here. And you got to get ready to break on through. Have a great week, everybody.